Welcome back. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
What the hell?
I'm Gage Samoji. He's Emerson Hip, and this is, of course, the Intoxicated.
We're back.
How's it going?
Good. Happy NBA season.
Yes, I am dripped. Yeah.
Am I not?
Oh, you are. It's a nice jersey. I got my Kings shirt on, Kings hat on. Thank you, Sal, for the hat.
I like that hat. I mean, that shirt, rather.
Yeah, it's
hat
cool.
too, but
It's a dry fit for me. I don't.
I'm not a fan of dry fit either.
But you know,
I think I like the logo and the colors.
Long sleeve too.
Oh, it is.
I think it's like ones that they would actually wear.
Like pullover during the games or whatever. Nice.
Cooper flag.
Cooper flag brick.
No.
Yeah, we're watching Spurs Mavs. This is day 2 of the NBA season. Cooper Flag making his NBA debut on ESPN. It's the Spurs.
Fun stuff. He's playing point.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd has some tricks up his sleeve, apparently.
So, I guess, they don't have Kyrie right now, so they don't have a point guard. But they do have D'Angelo Russell, right?
Do they?
I think they signed D'Angelo Russell, but I could be wrong.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, Biggie, 18 years old, Cooper Flag,
Yeah.
first game of your NBA career. You're going to play point.
Yeah. Play you out of position.
But if anybody can trust a point guard or someone to play point guard,
Yeah.
it's Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
One of the greatest point guards I would say to ever play.
Yeah. I'm also
probably like in that, more towards like the
6 to 10 range.
Yeah, let's say 5 to 10 range. Yeah, for sure.
I'm liking something a lot that I'm seeing right now, and it is Klay Thompson's look. He looks like 15 Klay Thompson once again.
Okay.
No headband, no fro.
Just shorter hair.
Just short hair, clean look.
Okay.
I personally was not a fan of the headband on him. It just didn't work.
I didn't mind the fro.
The fro I didn't hate, but
the headband was kind of weird.
Yeah, he'd wear it over his ears, and he just looked stupid.
It's almost like when you wear a headband in the NBA, you got to wear it out the gate, like how LeBron kind of did.
Right, yeah.
Or else when you don't, kind of like Anthony Davis, he pulls it off.
Yeah.
But he didn't always wear a headband.
You're right, he didn't early on.
I don't even think when he was really on the Lakers that he did. Maybe towards the end of his Lakers tenure.
Yeah.
It just feels like Wemby, if you were to throw it on right now, it'd be weird. Yeah. But if you were to start out his career with a headband,
right?
Because it's all we would know. Because I remember it was like when LeBron didn't have his headband.
It was kind of a big deal.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then he threw back on, and it was kind of weird again.
Yeah. I kind of wish he would do it again just to see what it would look like now.
Yeah, I think in the past couple of years he's might have done it here and there.
Yeah.
I don't really know why he stopped. It was,
yeah.
He was like the known guy for the headband.
Right. Unless he thought it was fucking up his hairline or something.
I mean, nothing is saving a hairline, pal. I hate to break it to you. Like he's still holding on to that thing.
I think he should just go full bald, but then throw the headband back on.
Exactly.
Right.
Like he should have been going full bald for the last 10 years, probably. The man is by far rich enough to get a haircut before every game.
Yeah.
He could bring his barber with him everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Unless, I've heard LeBron's a cheap ass. So, he can get one of those ones that you can just do yourself.
Yeah. Might
be hard to do at first. You might not be used to it. But I don't know.
He could afford to get a haircut every fucking 10 minutes if he wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, bring your barber with you, dude. Yeah. Like, I know you know somebody. Mm-hmm. I know you probably the barber that he has. I bet you, when he travels, I bet you he has his barber with him.
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah.
Unless he takes a shot in the dark and goes to San Antonio to get his haircut by a place he's never been to. I doubt that.
I'm not putting my money on that.
Anyways, enough about headbands. What are we drinking?
So I made us an Americano. It is Campari, sweet vermouth, and club soda.
Cheers.
It's kind of so I made us Beeracanos a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It's kind of that's a spin-off of this cocktail.
This tastes like an Aperol spritz because there's Aperol.
It's kind of Campari. Campari and Aperol are kind of in the same family.
Yeah.
Like citrusy kind of liqueurs.
It definitely looks like an Aperol spritz. If you were to ask me, for people watching on YouTube, you could tell. There it is.
It's got the color.
Yeah.
So with the NBA season being back, we got NBA predictions today, which is always exciting.
And I really like the way we do them now.
Yeah.
I think we started doing this last year.
Maybe the year before? Yeah, I can't remember. Definitely simplified.
Simplified, a little cleaner, quick and dirty.
Yeah.
The way we like it around here.
But let's talk a little baseball before we do that. Yeah. Unfortunately. The Dodgers did sweep the Brewers in the NLCS.
Which we're not surprised about.
Yeah.
Maybe a sweep was probably a little surprising.
Yeah.
But the fact that they won is not surprising me.
Yeah, I thought that going in, I didn't see either team sweeping, but after watching those first 2 games, I was like, I think the series is over. I think the Dodgers got this, and their dominant starting pitching continued in games 3 and 4 with Glasnow and Ohtani combining for 11 and 2/3 innings, giving up just 1 run and striking out 18 over the 2 games. And then Ohtani, of course, had a legendary clinching game 4 with 3 home runs at the plate and 10 strikeouts on the mound and 6 shutout innings. The guy's amazing.
Not trying to be a prisoner of the moment, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody perform like that in a baseball game.
I mean,
or at least, in a playoff game.
Yeah.
He's probably done that before in a baseball game or something close.
Something close, yeah.
Maybe not 3 home runs.
I mean, the only thing you could really equate it to is like those guys, like we talked about the guy for the A's earlier this year who had 6 hits and 4 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only thing you could say is close to as equal as this, and I don't even think it's actually that close.
Well, and that guy didn't do it to clinch the pennant.
Exactly.
It's really impressive, but he didn't clinch the pennant.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't. He didn't do it in a clinching game.
Yeah, he didn't do it in a like this meaningful of a moment.
He did it probably on a Tuesday in Houston.
Exactly.
In fucking August. But Ohtani, I mean, what? As a Giants fan, and we talked about this through text, it just really sucks.
Yeah.
He's an incredible player. I'll give him his flowers. Yeah. He is the best player in baseball for my money. I don't think it's really particularly close. And the fact that he's kind of coming into his own, because he hasn't started the playoffs out that well.
Not at the point, yeah.
This was kind of the coming out party for this postseason.
Pretty much.
Could you say a little bit?
Yeah, I would agree.
And, I mean, you almost forget how good he is. And getting the Tommy John surgery, what was it, 2 years ago, last year?
He technically had it, I think, like a year and a half ago, yeah.
That he could pitch like this.
Yeah.
Like, not only is he one of the best hitters in baseball, this is one of the best power hitters, he can also be one of the best, not one of the best pitchers, but
I mean, he can be one of the best
pitchers. Really good pitcher.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he could ever win the Cy Young if he really tried?
If he put together a full season on the mound, I think he could. Yeah. Not saying he definitely would, but he could.
Yeah. Do you think this is one of the best baseball games or performances you've ever seen?
I don't know who. Like
what else could you compare it to?
Like I said, like that. What Kurtz did. I mean, you could argue that's maybe the best game at the plate that any player's ever had. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this guy just hit 3 home runs and then pitched 6 shutout innings in the same game, which is. It's ridiculous. I really wish I could root for him, but I can't.
I'm
okay with rooting for greatness, but it's just the fact that it's for the Dodgers.
Yeah, it just sucks. Because he could have went literally anywhere else, and I would have rooted for him I rooted for him hard.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
a bummer.
And the Brewers,
they were embarrassing in this series.
Like at least act like you're going to show up.
No, I mean not. Like, obviously, the Dodgers are a very good team, and their pitching staff has finally come together in the postseason, which has been bad news for all their opponents. But to score exactly 1 run in every game, and the Dodgers didn't even light it up offensively. I mean, they scored like 2, 3, 5, and 3 runs in all their games or something like that in this series. So it's they kind of left the door open for the Brewers to at least make the series interesting, and they couldn't do it.
And for Brewers and their fans, you got to be gutted because you had a great season in the regular season. You beat the Dodgers. You get so much for beating the Dodgers 6 games.
Doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter now. You're home like the rest of us.
Yeah, brutal.
So the Dodgers yet again go to the World Series. Their second consecutive going. They're trying to go for being the second NL team to go back-to-back since the Big Red Machine, Cincinnati Reds in the 70s. Which is a crazy stat to me that it's been that long in the National League.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be the first team to go back-to-back since those Yankee teams in the early 2000s.
Yeah, they went like 98, 99, 2000. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's their 5th World Series appearance, that is the Dodgers, in the last 9 years.
Yeah. They're on a run right now.
Yeah, this is I think it's the golden era to be a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know their history that well going far, far back.
I'm trying to remember if even in LA, if they ever had or Brooklyn rather, if they ever had a run quite like this.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
it sucks, and nothing that we can do.
Here we are again.
Like the Giants, as a Giants fan, we cannot expect to ever compete with this. And like you said, they're going to be good forever.
Yeah, I mean, until whatever companies that their owners, run, come crashing down. This is how it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing we have to really hope for is just early retirements
or
something like that. Because I don't want to root for anybody to get hurt.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
I don't want to do that. So early retirements. Cheers to hopefully early retirements.
Yeah. Moving on to the American League Championship Series, the Blue Jays beat the Mariners in 7 games.
Now this was a series.
That was an epic series, no question about it.
This is what I wanted the World Series to be last year.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be great, and it wasn't.
It was not at all. George Springer in Game 7 had a monster 3-run go-ahead homer in the 7th inning, boosting the Blue Jays to a 4-3 series-clinching victory. After being down 2-0 in this series, going back home, or going on the road rather to Seattle, pretty impressive turnaround by the Blue Jays, winning 4 of the last 5.
Yeah,
and even having to come back home after losing that Game 5 in Seattle, like they had their work cut out for them. But and it was not looking good in Game 7 and going to that 7, and then boom, big swing of the bat by Springer. Pretty awesome stuff. Series MVP was Vlad Jr., who went 10 for 26 at the plate with 3 bombs in his own right. I kind of feel like Springer might have deserved it more than him, just because of the big hit, and he had more RBIs than Vlad did in the series. But here we are.
So George Springer was on that first World Series winning team for the Astros.
Yeah, 2017.
And so did he go straight to the Blue Jays after that?
No, he was still with the Astros
when they lost in 19.
Yeah, definitely on that team. I want to say he was still there in 20. He probably left after like 21, if I had to guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, George Springer, he's a kind of seems like he has the clutch gene.
He's got a lot of postseason success.
I think he has the. I think we talked about it. I don't know if it was on air or off air last week. He has the 3rd most postseason home runs, I think, of all time.
I think it's 23 or 4 now. Yeah.
Only behind Altuve, former teammate, and then Manny Ramirez, funny enough, has the most.
It's crazy.
But George Springer, it's good for him. He's like, to me, not being an elite ball knower like you are, it seems like he's an underrated player. He's a little bit older now, but it seems like he's an underrated performer.
Yeah, no, he's been...
He plays center field, doesn't he?
Not anymore. He actually is kind of mostly a DH now, but he does still play the corner outfield sometimes.
And, hitting leadoff's tough.
Yeah.
Like, you're setting the tone.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of leadoff home runs as well.
Yeah, he kind of had a resurgence, too, because the last couple of years with Toronto were not great for him. So 2021 was his first season with the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Missed a lot of time that year, but had a good year. But has kind of dropped off quite a bit up until this season. He had really a big time bounce back year, arguably his best year at the plate.
Okay.
So yeah, good for him. And 23 career postseason home runs in 78 games. That's better than his average in the regular season over his career.
What does he have in the regular season for home runs?
So this year he had 32. And
like overall in his career.
Overall, he's got 293 over 12 years.
It's a respectable amount.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably end his career with close to 400, maybe.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
If he keeps it going, yeah, absolutely. And that's the first. It's going to be the first World Series appearance since they went back to back in 92, 93. So
32 years.
Yeah.
But for the Seattle Mariners, still the only franchise in Major League Baseball that has not made it to the World Series.
Yeah, the closest they've ever been.
They
had it too. It was right there.
That's
brutal.
I don't know any Seattle Mariners fans personally. I know Ashley. I don't really know Barb, but I know she's a Mariners fan. I can only imagine how you feel like being that close to being where you've never been and wanting it probably for so long.
Yeah.
Luckily the Seahawks kind of kicked ass that night.
Yeah.
But still, I'm sure they would have traded the Seahawks loss for the Mariners going to the World Series.
Although it's funny because the Seahawks kind of played like shit down the stretch of that game, and I was like, are they gonna fuck this up?
Yeah, is Seattle just gonna be in ruin? Yeah,
just have the worst.
At least they have the Seahawks. At least they've won a Super Bowl. The Seahawks have.
Right.
The Sonics left.
Yeah.
They have the Kraken, but how they're not going to be.
Yeah, who knows what?
They're not going to be like the Golden Knights and go to the Cup anytime soon. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
But the Mariners have been around since the '70s, and they still have not made the World Series. Yeah, that is tough. I
think this was their 48th or 49th season in their history,
and it's. You never know when you're going to get this close again.
Yeah.
It's just not guaranteed. I know us Giants fans saying 3 and 5 years feels like it's just we're so incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
But it's not always the case like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know the Dodgers make it look easy. I know the Astros have kind of made it look easy. But for a team like the Mariners who have never even been this close, as a fan, you probably think we're on the rise.
Yeah.
But it's not a guarantee we're going to get this close next year or the year after, or maybe ever.
Right. And they're an interesting franchise because they got a lot of heat over the offseason for not really trying to bolster their lineup. I mean, they've been known for having one of the best pitching staffs in the league over the last handful of years. But they really didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, Cal Raleigh's having a career year.
Yeah.
Julio Rodriguez is an all-star again. And they actually finally kind of went for it. They made some nice pickups at the deadline.
And they have a Rosarena who's
Rosarina's a solid player.
Yeah,
he didn't have a great postseason, but he's a solid player. But yeah, they kind of finally went for it. But those guys are like Suarez and Naylor. They picked up at the deadline, probably rental guys. So who knows what they look like going into next season? And like, is Cal Raleigh gonna hit 60 bombs every year for them going forward? Who knows?
Well, and talk about a franchise that has had some of the all-time players play for them, and they still have not made a World Series. You know, we have Randy Johnson, one of the best pitchers of all time.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey, obviously, we know how good he was, and same with Ichiro.
Yeah.
Like they've never gotten that close, and it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, because for some reason I've always kind of pulled for the Seattle teams. Don't really know why, but I just have. It's not even like any kind of Niner hate. I've always kind of liked the Seahawks uniforms and stuff.
Sure.
And for that fan base, you know, like living in Seattle, I've never been to Seattle, but it's always, from what I've heard, it's always wet.
Doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. Seriously, doom and gloom. So, like, sports is probably all they got.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a big thing that their community rallies around.
You've been to Seattle, haven't you?
Yes, I thought it was a cool town, honestly.
I've heard great things. I don't like the rain, but I could probably deal with it for like a weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could live there.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool for you. You'd probably like it in the summertime, maybe.
Yeah.
Better chance of it not raining anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Game 1 of the World Series on Friday in Toronto. Toronto does have the home field advantage in the series. See if that matters.
Yeah. I think it's not nothing.
Although they shot the bed at home against Seattle.
Fair.
But
I like the idea of the Blue Jays playing a 7-game series and not having to travel and making the Dodgers travel 3,000 plus miles.
Right. I guess the Dodgers are fortunate that they've had plenty of time to kind of gather themselves.
And then it's kind of the old, rest versus rust.
Right.
Like, are the Dodgers going to come out guns a-blazing, or are they going to be kind of rusty because they've had such... I mean, no matter what, the series ending on Monday.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't start till Friday, the World Series. So
that's nice for the Blue Jays.
Nice for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But for the Dodgers, is that like too much time off?
Because they were off. The last game was last Friday, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because they swept.
Yeah, that's a long gap.
But I guess what I'm trying to get at is, even for the Blue Jays, who are the hotter team. I mean, not hotter team, but the team
they played most recently.
I played most recently.
Still,
I don't really know if it matters as much because of the long gap between the Monday and the Friday.
Yeah, I think it does help though for the Blue Jays because they can probably start whoever they want on Friday.
Yeah, okay.
And the Dodgers were going to be able to do that no matter what.
Of course.
But if there was only like 2 days in between the games, they may have had to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think Toronto has to win Game 1. I really do.
I don't disagree with that.
I think they have to put the pressure on.
You have to set the tone.
And even if they split the first 2 games, I think if you win Game 1, you put the pressure on the Dodgers right away.
You have to.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. And I think for the Blue Jays, this has to be a dirty series. Yeah. I think you got to try to pull out all the tricks, try to beat this Dodger team.
Yeah, maybe play a little small ball if you need to.
Yeah. I'm talking bunts. I'm talking stolen bases. Like, do whatever you possibly think you can.
Yeah.
To beat this team.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think they have zero shot, but it is the Dodgers.
Okay. No, I agree.
Here's my best analogy for the Blue Jays for possible success. Mm-hmm. The 2012 San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
Because they went into that series as major underdogs against the big old Tigers.
Who had really big names on paper.
They did.
Like the Dodgers did.
They did. And who came out on top?
The Giants
flying colors.
Swept them. I don't think that's going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, if the Blue Jays sweep the Dodgers, I'll be beside myself.
Yeah.
I will be crying happy tears.
Yeah. But we've definitely seen the better team on paper go down in the World Series before.
Yeah.
I know that was a long time ago now. But
and it's not nothing, but George Springer was on the Astros team that beat the Dodgers in 2017. So, I mean, and
he hit a big home run, I think, in that Game 7.
I think you're right. Did he go 7?
Yeah. It was either 6 or Game 6 or 7.
It did go 7.
Yeah.
Well, the series went 7.
You're right, but I'm thinking about the moment. But
gotcha.
Regardless.
So, I know what your heart is telling you who's going to win the series. I'm the same way. I'm gonna pick the Dodgers probably to win.
Yeah.
I'd probably say mean, I feel like I hate saying 6 because I feel like it's the cop out.
Yeah.
I would probably say I'll say Dodgers in 5 just to be a little different.
I think I'll give Toronto 1 game.
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
Because I think the only shot the Blue Jays have to win this series is if it's in 7. I'll be screaming Jays in 7 until the series is over, but I think it's gonna be Dodgers in 5. Yeah. I hate to say it, I really do.
Yeah, I think they're gonna need a huge series from Vlad and whoever's hitting behind Vlad. I forget who has been his protection, but those two guys got to come up big time.
It's going to be a very blue World Series.
It is, indeed.
I'll tell you that. And for my hip-hop fans out there, we got a little Drake versus Kendrick again. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, I can't really do it. Sorry. I'll just watch.
Yeah.
Just watch. But it's funny how it kind of worked out that way.
It is funny.
It would have been even funnier if it was last year.
I know, right?
It would have been really funny.
When the beef was at an all-time high.
But you know what? I'll take it. It's really funny.
All right, just a little Giants news before we move on to the NBA.
This is a little Giants news?
Yeah.
This is pretty big.
So they hired a new manager. Tony Vitello.
That was easy.
Italian.
Who
kind of looks like Gabe Kapler, but like more of a bro.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know, the beard.
Yeah.
He's like long hair, though.
Right.
But I'd actually have a beer with Tony.
I think so, too. Yeah.
Vitello, I would.
Definitely a fiery guy from what I know. So I think that's a change of pace in the dugout, the clubhouse, whatever you want to call it. He spent the last 8 seasons as the Tennessee Volunteers head coach.
Danny's Vols.
6 tournament appearances in his 8 years there, so a lot of success.
I like that.
3 College World Series appearances, 2024 national champion. And also kind of an interesting note that I found out today. Since 2021, he's had the most players drafted in the NCAA.
Okay.
42, to be exact.
From what I've been told, this has never happened before. A guy going from college straight to Major League Baseball.
Without any MLB experience.
Yes. Like, he never even played professional baseball.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah. So it's... Like, I'm on board with this. I have no problem with this at all.
I think it's, at the very least, it's a very interesting hire.
Absolutely. And I like how he's young. He's 47. I think it's young for a manager. So I don't know. We're going to find out soon what the contract is. I would say it's probably 5 to 6 years.
Yeah. He's probably not getting paid like with the top guys, I wouldn't think.
No, but he's getting paid more than he was at Tennessee.
Yes. Yeah.
Because, you go from Tennessee to San Francisco, I'm sure the price of things is a little bit different.
Right.
But I like it because he's young, and hopefully he could be here for a while. And I don't expect any kind of World Series appearances or anything like that. Of course, I would welcome that with open arms anytime soon. I just need this to – I think it's going to be a slow burn, and hopefully at the end of that will be something that we could root for, whether that's a championship series appearance, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Or consecutive playoff appearances, which I'd be okay with.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in because I think him creating like a really good nucleus connection with the star players is probably going to be his toughest task. I think Matt Chapman's pretty easygoing, so I think that'll be an easy relationship to connect with. But like Devers and even like Willie Adames, who's kind of an alpha guy in the clubhouse, could be an interesting fit there. Because I think the rest of the team, like that is the star player's job to connect with the rest of the team mostly. But for him to connect with the star players and his pitching staff to some degree too is going to be huge. But I like I was telling you and Nick earlier, I don't see any reason why this can't work.
No, me neither.
I mean, he's coaching baseball.
Yeah,
he's. I mean, coaching at the college level, I'm sure, is much different as far as like what the manager / head coach
of course
is asked to do.
It's different, yes.
But it's still baseball, There's not like the rules are different.
Like he knows ball. Like it's not like it's me going out there never knowing anything about baseball.
Right.
Like he knows about baseball. Of course, it's at a much different level, way more games. He's going to be coaching a guy like Verlander, who's also in his 40s.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or if Verlander's still on the team.
Right.
I like how it's different, and I really hope that this is, for the Giants, the start of something that other franchises might try to do because it works.
If they could be like the innovators and
exactly.
be the first ones to it and it be successful,
that's what I'm trying to say.
That'd be great.
I would love that.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier too, I like how it seems fresh. They didn't go with some kind of older manager who might have more experience, obviously, with with Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with this.
I am too.
And this is how I boil it down. Like I said earlier, we've been blessed with 3 World Series championships in our lifetime. most sports franchises, just talking about the Mariners, let's talk about the Cubs.
Yeah.
Like, people can't say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even if this doesn't work, I'm going to think to myself in hindsight, you know what? This didn't work. Things happen, but hey, I have still seen 3 championships, and I feel lucky. Obviously, you want more.
Yeah.
You always want more. But even if this doesn't work, I'm going to ultimately be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because Buster's taking a shot.
Right.
I have to respect him for that, and I have no other choice to respect him for doing that. And Buster, no matter what, and I think I asked you this when he first got hired as the president of baseball operations, that could he ever be hated for what he does in this role? I don't think it's possible.
I don't think so, but I could see it maybe like, so, like if he does a terrible job, I could see it maybe like there could be like the but kind of situation.
Okay.
But
it's never gonna.
He's never. Yeah, people will. I think will always remember him as a player at the very least.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see
I
how
am
this,
too.
like especially out the gate. Like
Yeah.
I hope they're good out the gate. If they're not, I'll be understanding of that.
Yeah.
But I just want to see what it's like. I want to see what he's like. I want to see if he's like, is he gonna get ejected a lot? Is he gonna be that kind of like how fiery is he? You know what I mean?
I think he's gonna bring some spice. Another thing that came to mind, and it's kind of contradictory to what I just said about him connecting with the star players, is that maybe this is kind of a shot at Buster's taken at. Can he connect with younger players, since that's what he's actually used to dealing with in college, guys that are 18 to 22. So I think that could be what Buster's going for.
Well, could this also help the Giants later on when it comes to drafting players, because Vitello might know
he's seen him and
knows about these guys are exactly.
Yeah.
I think that could also help as well.
Yeah.
I know Buster's probably already paid attention to that.
Yep.
And Tony Vitello or Vitello.
Vitello, I think it's Vitello. Yeah.
I think from that aspect it can also work too.
Yeah, and he's reuniting. We talked about this when it was a rumor that he was. I mean, this is a month ago. That he'd be reuniting with Drew Gilbert.
And Drew Gilbert, I mean, we know we see how he likes getting choked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't think Tony Vitello is going to go as far as wanting to get choked by Matt Chapman.
Yeah,
but I mean, I like it. It's just it's fun.
Yeah,
it's cool.
What year? Okay, so Drew was drafted in 22. So yeah, he definitely played for him. That's funny. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how it works out, but I'm excited for it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
No promises. On to the NBA season. Just started last night, as you said. Some opening night games. The Thunder beat the Rockets 125 to 124 in double overtime.
This game wouldn't fucking end.
Yeah, I'm sure you love that. Kevin Durant had 23 points in his Rockets debut. SGA had 35 points, 24 of those in the fourth quarter and overtime. And, of course, the free throw merchant that he is, hit the go-ahead free throws with 2 seconds left in double overtime.
This was a fantastic opening game.
Oh, you couldn't.
NBC could not have asked for anything better.
No. Well, and going back to what I said last week, for Kevin Durant to have to see the Thunder raise the banner, something that he couldn't do.
The pettiness levels are just pristine.
It's so great. And the fans were booing him, which, like Sal said, don't know if I necessarily agree with. Yeah, he left you guys.
That was like fucking 10 years ago now, right?
But people don't forget. Let's not ever forget that people don't forget. But the pettiness is great.
Yeah.
KD, he did foul out. It goes double overtime.
Right, and he fouled out. Did he foul Shea on that last play to foul out, or was it right before, or a little bit before that?
I think it was that play because Shea kind of did the D-Wade. And,
like
everybody does these days. They kind of like the pump fake.
Right, and lean in.
Well, I mean, Durant did fall on him,
Yeah.
but it was just every time I see that kind of play, I think of Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like you said, NBC, first time they've had the NBA back since
It's been early 2000s, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, like you said, they probably couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny to hear Mike Tirico on the call.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he hasn't left sports broadcasting, but it's just he hasn't done basketball since. I think he was doing it for ESPN, I guess, before he left.
Yeah. Did you see the Thunder's rings? So you could pop the top off.
And there was like another one.
Another ring that kind of looked like, I would say it looks kind of like a wedding band. Like
sure,
for
yeah.
a guy.
I heard about it, but didn't really see it.
It looks. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that in any kind of a ring. So it's kind of cool. It's like if you don't want to, wear the big, because they're big rings, you can kind of take it out, maybe wear that one, and still kind of show it off a little bit.
Interesting.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren might be the corniest white boy on the planet right now. I don't know. He'd have to just see the videos.
He's living his
Like
life.
I was watching the post game last night, and he was talking to Richard Jefferson.
And he had just like a towel on too.
Yeah,
right? I was like,
and
they
they're
couldn't let
like
him
talking
get
about the
dressed?
ring, and he started kissing it. I'm like, dude, like I know he's like 21 or 20 something. He's young.
He's very young.
And he's got an ego to him, and yeah, that's pretty much all I'll say about that. I don't want to get in trouble. He's a hell of a player, but work on the corniness, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got to work on that a little bit.
I'm sure he'll grow up at some point.
Has to. Your Warriors, they beat the Lakers 119-109. Jimmy Butler with 31 points, 16 for free throws. Apparently, he made a bet with Draymond that he's going to have a better free throw percentage than Steph this year.
Oh.
That's a good start.
It's a great start.
It's a real good start. Steph, 23 points. Buddy Hield, 5 threes. Luka Doncic in a losing effort, 43 points. Kind of classic. Kind of reminded me of the Dallas Maverick
A little bit.
Luka Doncic teams.
Yeah, just kind of playing with nobody.
And he scores a lot of points, and they still lose.
I don't know if there was anybody else out other than LeBron, but that team does not excite me. As currently constructed.
No.
I mean, I felt like Rui Hachimura took 6 shots and they were all 3-pointers. Mm-hmm. I feel like he has more game than that. Austin Reeves, he would try to be Robin, but just wasn't enough. I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed by what the Lakers brought to the table, but when LeBron comes back, I'm sure it'll change
a little bit. The Lakers. I was thinking about last night, and what do the Lakers remind me of? And I really can't describe it because they're honestly kind of like the Cowboys, the glitz and the glam of the logo and the jersey, and the history, But on the field or on the court, they're just kind of mediocre. They got nothing to them.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe they just had not a great night, but yeah, I felt like their complementary players just did not really help Luka out much.
Yeah, like you mentioned, LeBron, he did not play. He was out with a back injury, sciatica. I have sciatica issues. Yeah. No joke. Yeah. It's no joke. Also, I don't know if the best look for LeBron with having sciatica is sitting down. Go stretch, bro. Yeah. The only way it's going to get better is if you stretch it out. Right. I promise you.
Go get a box and just be like...
get a rolling...
Do the Fred Warner and just leg up.
Yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny. You got to keep it elevated, bro. Yeah. You got to keep it elevated. That's how it gets better. The Lakers...
The thing, though, right now about talking about the Warriors or any team at this point is that what you see now is not what you're going to see when it really matters.
That's true.
I mean, I liked a lot of what I saw from the Warriors. I thought Buddy was a huge contributor. But the thing is, the Warriors have so many streaky players that are, surround Steph and Jimmy. So I think they'll be at least interesting this season.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're so old. I just don't see them going super far in the playoffs because they went around again they did last year. Yeah.
So my bold prediction about LeBron retiring is, he technically has not played yet this season, and he won't probably until November. So I still have a shot, very slim, probably a 0.5% chance. But you know what this tells me? Because LeBron's the kind of guy, he's going to want the retirement tour. So he's not going to. He's going to play this whole season. And if he's going to announce when he retires,
I think so,
and then play so he's going to play one more season after this.
Yeah,
because he wants the retirement tour, he wants the gifts, he wants the bottles of wine, he wants the cigars,
and he's gonna say, "Oh, I owe it to the fans to let them know this is my last year."
Yeah,
that'll be his excuse.
Do I wish LeBron would just pull a Tim Duncan and say, "You know what, I'm done."
Yeah,
not even say anything, and just do it.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen though.
That would, I think, in some ways, help his legacy. Not that it really matters. It's kind of dumb to say that, but I think it would.
Yeah. So, I don't think it's a bold prediction, but I think he's going to play this season, announce his retirement, and then play...
For the Mavs next year.
When does Bryce come? When's Bryce James coming out of...
That's funny.
One of those things. On to the...
Season predictions?
Season predictions. We're here.
Don't run away.
No, don't.
All right. So... As we've done in recent years, we're going to predict the Kings and Warriors over-under win totals.
Dude, the Kings over-under win totals.
Rude, right?
Sad. That is a sad number. I told Deb it was 37.5. I was wrong by 2 games. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I took these from, it was either BetMGM. Yeah, I think it was BetMGM. So that's what they're rolling with. And that was as of yesterday, so it was right before the season started. But, so Kings are at 35.5. Warriors 47.5. I thought that was maybe a little higher than expected, but
it's a little
they
high.
won 48 last year, and they have a very similar team coming back this season. So so let's start with that. Do you have get yourself a beverage before we get going.
So Kings over under 35.5. I'm going to go over. I think it's, like you said, it's a little rude that it's 35.5.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Kings... I think they could. I think they'll go over this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 38, 39, 40. Like, it's not going to be blowing this out of the water by 10 or 12 games, I don't think. It would be great if it was.
Yeah.
Probably means they're mixing the mix for the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like I've said before, I don't really love how this team is constructed. Who can shoot?
A lot of non-shooters.
Who could shoot who could shoot the outside shot?
Is Porter still on the team?
I don't think he is.
Okay.
So,
he wasn't even that great anyway.
No, he wasn't either. He's really hit or miss. Also, Russell Westbrook wearing number 18 for my Kings. It's just not. It's not a basketball number, bro. I'm sorry. It's not. It's an ugly number, and he's wearing it.
That's like Omri Caspi. He's 18.
Exactly. He's wearing it because it's apparently his 18th year in the league, and is this his 18th team as well?
It feels like it.
It feels like at this point. It absolutely does.
18th team in the last 6 years.
Yeah, exactly. So I will go over on my Kings. I love my Kings. I mean, I'm hoping they win more games than the Sharks this year.
They will.
They will. So, I mean, hopefully you agree with me.
You know what? I thought about it, and I feel like this could be a season where it's just kind of not going well, and they blow it up at the trade deadline.
Okay.
And that's why I'm going under.
Wow, okay. Damn.
I think Sabonis is potential trade bait.
Yeah.
If things, like you said, things aren't going well.
No, it breaks my heart, but
if they keep it together and they play, decent basketball, I think they definitely can win more than 36 games.
Obviously it's 2025, the year that we're in.
Yeah.
But if this is 2016,
this
team would be nice. Man. This team would be so nice. But unfortunately, for me, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Maybe that means ticket prices will be low. We can actually go to a game.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Warriors over under 47.5.
I'm also going to go over, but like I said with the Kings, I think it could be 48, 49, 50, that kind of a thing. I think it could be really close.
I'm going over feeling the exact same way. Like, if they won more than 51, 52 games, I'd be shocked. I think it's going to be right in that 46 to 50 win range. Yeah. I'm going to go over as well. I mean, I think the Warriors have a pretty solid team on paper. It's just the fact that all these guys are past their prime,
Yeah. But I do expect them to, we'll get to it. But.
Yeah. All right, top seed in each conference. Who you got?
In the East, I'm going with the Knicks. In the West, no surprise, I'm going with the Thunder.
I'm going with the same two teams that had the top seed last year, going with Thunder and Cavs.
Okay.
Knicks beat the Cavs earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good start for you.
Mm-hmm. And I did do these. I actually did most of this stuff on Monday, actually.
Okay.
I actually sat down and took a couple hours out of my day and did a little bit of homework.
There you go.
So I'm not letting what happened the past day and a half affect my.
Oh yeah. I did mine last night, basically.
Yeah.
I think the Thunder will be the top seed again, but I don't think it's going to be as big of a margin as it was last year.
Probably not.
It's just going to be hard to replicate what they did.
Well, I think they're going to learn that they're probably going to go with the Warriors mold of, we don't need to win this many games. We just need to win enough games to where we can get the 1, maybe 2 seed.
Yeah. And
then really go after it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, could they shoot for 73 wins, the Thunder?
They want to, yeah.
They could maybe. I mean, 74 seems like it's impossible to do, but they're young and they're spry and they could, have the health, I would think, or they're not old.
Right. I think the only tough, the West is so much better now than it was when the Warriors did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff.
All right. So as we've done in the past couple of years, we're going to predict who will make the playoffs that did not last year, and then who will miss the playoffs that were in last year. So who do you think is going to be in the playoffs that did not make it last year?
So in the Western Conference, I only have one team. I'm actually going to have the Spurs make it in the playoffs that didn't last year. I have high hopes for the Spurs. You'll see it later.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference, I have the Hawks, and I'm going to go with the Sixers. I don't love it, but I'm going to go with it.
I hate you because I have the same 3 teams.
Really?
Yeah. And we probably have the same 3 teams not making it, too.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, I think the Hawks are an interesting team. They actually have a really high win total projection. I think it was the same as the Warriors, 47.5. Sixers, I was reluctant at first to do it. I thought they'd be maybe a play-in team, but not a playoff team. But looking at some of the teams that made the playoffs in the East last year, like, if they stay relatively healthy, they should be in the playoffs based on who they have on
Which we know is tough because they have Joel Embiid and they have Paul George, who is hurt to start the season.
Yeah.
Or aren't they both hurt to start the season?
I think Joel is going to play in the season opener. But yeah, both those guys are just injury plagued.
Yeah, and I think kind of goes along with what I said about the Niners injury stuff last year, and it hasn't really worked out for me this year. But I just don't know if the Sixers can be this hurt again for another season.
Right.
I just feel like it has to
kind of even out a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was going with.
All right, so who's going to miss the playoffs that was in last year? Who are your 3 teams?
I'm going to go in the Western Conference. Obviously, just one team. I'm going with the Grizzlies. Eastern Conference, I'm going with the Eastern Conference champion Pacers. I think Tyrese Halliburton being out for going to be the whole season.
It's going to be rough.
And that is their guy. I'm going to have them miss the playoffs, and I'm going to go with the Miami Heat as well.
I have the same 3 teams.
We haven't done that in a while, I think. We haven't done that in a while.
I think, Halliburton being out all year, and then they also lost Miles Turner to the Bucks, which is a huge loss. So I think,
and also how the Heat got dog walked in the first round last year. I think
they didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. I mean, obviously they did what they had to do, but
and I know they have their culture. And I think the main reason why I almost didn't have the Heat not be on this part of the list is because of Spoelstra.
Yeah,
just because he's such a good coach and he always kind of seems to make it work.
He does, and I'm with you on that as well. They have a much younger team than they've had in recent years, so I think it's going to be a different look.
And Tyler Hero, their star, is going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, he is going to miss some time. Yeah.
Well, so it's funny that we have the same 6 teams. That hasn't happened in a while. I think when we first started this podcast,
we did it a lot.
Often.
Especially football and basketball, we do it a lot.
Often.
Yeah. All right, conference finals matchups. Who do you got in each conference?
In the East, I got Cavs against the Knicks. In the West, I have the Nuggets against the Thunder. I'm going to guess you have the same 4 teams.
I have the same 4 teams.
Okay.
The thing is, I'm predicting the Knicks and Cavs to make the Eastern Conference Finals, but I'm also expecting the unexpected in the Eastern Conference this year. I don't necessarily. I think this was the safest pick because I couldn't figure out who I was going to not have or have them in over these 2 teams, but because these are the 2 clear favorites to make it this far. Because I think Orlando's a very interesting team.
I almost had Orlando in the conference finals, but I think there's a year or 2 away.
I kind of agree.
A year or 2 away.
They're still very young.
Yeah.
I also think
the Pistons,
Pistons are kind of interesting.
Are still too young too.
They got to win a series first before I think they're going to make a conference finals. Hawks, I think, are kind of interesting, but just I don't think they're that good. Mm-hmm. But I think there could be some weirdness in the East again. I actually think the Celtics are kind of interesting. If they can keep it together, and then I'm not sure if Jason Tatum would come back, but if he could, if you throw him on that team for the start, end of the regular season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jason Tatum, if he was healthy right now, I'd probably have the Celtics in the conference finals.
At the very least, I think so.
And I still have respect for them being in the playoffs because the East is weak,
and
the team outside of him is still really deep and really good. And we've kind of talked about how, they need Tatum, but Tatum's not their dog.
No.
Jaylen Brown to me is their dog, but I think Jason Tatum is the better player, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Yeah.
But I can't logically put the Celtics in the conference finals without having their star player.
Right. I would agree with that. All right, so who do you have winning both those conference finals and making it to the finals?
I'm going to have the Knicks and the Thunder, and I have the Thunder as the back-to-back champion because I think the NBA is due for a back-to-back champion. And I know Adam Silver has kind of probably taken pride in having 7 different champions in the last 7 years.
Yeah.
But I think, and you already know, I wanted to put money on the Thunder three-peating when they won, I think before they won in June.
Yeah.
So I'm on with the Thunder. How can you? I hate picking the Thunder, but it also hasn't happened back-to-back since the Warriors.
Right.
So it's not like it's happened recently.
Yeah. And I think if there's any team that's built to do it in recent history. It's this team.
Because they're so young and they have all their guys already
Literally,
locked
like,
in.
everybody's coming back from last year's team. Everyone that was important.
And their big three, they already have locked into contracts.
Right. For that reason, though, I'm picking the Nuggets to beat the Thunder in the conference finals and make it back to the finals. And I have them playing the Knicks as well. But I have the Nuggets and Jokic getting another ring.
Wow, okay.
Just
I like
a few years later.
It does feel like he's due for another one.
I kind of like the way they retooled their roster, too. They brought in Cam Johnson, got rid of Michael Porter Jr. That was kind of some bad energy there at the end of his time with Denver.
Yeah. You're not worried about the new head coach being the head coach?
I think we've seen teams win with unproven head coaches before. Yeah, I mean, even like Ty Lue, when he won that one with the Cavs, he didn't have much experience at all.
Yeah, but he also had LeBron James.
Exactly. But, I mean, you could argue that Jokic is is the best player right now. Maybe not LeBron James.
I don't hate that. that. I'm glad we didn't have the same finals champion.
Yeah. All right, so who's going to be your finals MVP?
I'm going to go SGA because I think this is going to be his...
Who else could it be?
Yeah, that's also a good point. But I think this has to be his potential GOAT trajectory, and it's not a GOAT debate because I know that's in jail. Yeah. But I think it's, we know how it is in the NBA when it comes to trying to be the best of all time. You have to get 6-6.
Yeah. And
not lose one. So I think that's what SGA has to do.
Yeah. I can't even imagine him being in the conversation. We're not about to start it, but I just can't even imagine it.
Well, I know, right? I mean, if they win this year...
It just seems so outrageous.
Because he has to win 5 more championships.
Right. But he just doesn't... He didn't strike me as that player. He just isn't overly imposing or anything like that.
No, I agree.
Kind of I think that's why Steph has never been thought of as that. A lot of people really love what Steph has done, but yeah.
But if Steph had 4 Finals MVPs, it'd be a way different conversation.
It would be. I would agree.
I think
it would be. Yeah.
And the fact that it was such a big deal in their last championship run that he finally got it because he, Iguodala should have had it. I know he locked down LeBron, whatever.
Give me Iguodala.
And then KD. He was the guy.
Yeah, exactly. He was the closer. All right, so my finals MVP, Jokic. I mean, he's gonna if they do what I think they're gonna do, he's gonna go 30, 10, and 8 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
Except I do feel like the Nuggets, they're kind of being forgotten about, and Jokic, although he's still a fantastic player, kind of seems like he's not getting the credit that he should be given.
Yeah.
We're not giving the respect that he should be given.
Yeah.
Because he's still a fantastic player. I don't know what the odds are, but I think he's probably number 1 in league MVP.
I would think
odds, or at least top 3.
Yeah. Because, now I think Shea was a very deserved MVP last year, but now, the voter fatigue has been taken off of Jokic because they didn't win last year.
Yeah, exactly. And voter fatigue we talk about it is a thing in the NBA.
It is. You could argue it's a thing in most sports, but definitely in the NBA.
Yeah.
All right, so who is going to be your league MVP this season?
I'm going to go with Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, I like it.
It is this because I had a bold prediction when he first got in the league that he would win the MVP in his first 3 years.
You're doubling down.
I have to. I have to double down.
I really respect that choice. And I don't think it's that crazy.
And I don't think his odds are that far off based off what I saw.
I would bet he's at least in the top 10.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, do I think it's actually going to happen? No, but I also have the Spurs having a big year, that kind of a thing, making the playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen, but I just know how much of a freak he is, and I hope he can just stay healthy.
Yeah, I think he's prime. He and the Spurs are primed for a big jump this season.
So I'm going Wemby. It's a bold prediction, literally.
I love it. I am going to take Luka.
Yeah.
Which
I've done
seems
that
easy.
Years in a row.
I've done it once before, for sure. The reason I'm taking Luka is because I think the Lakers are going to get to the playoffs, but I think he's going to be the guy that leads the charge for the Lakers a lot this year. I think LeBron is probably going to take a lot of games off this season. I mean, he's got the back thing going on already.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on Luka's shoulders to get this team to the playoffs, and I think he will with some wild numbers. He already dropped 43 in the first game. I think it's finally time he does it.
I think if I didn't pick Wemby, I would probably lean Luka.
Yeah, I think Jokic is obviously a fair Luka or Jokic and SGA.
Yeah.
Problem is that SGA also set a bar for himself. He averaged 32 last year. I think unless he goes 30 and ups his assists a lot or something like that, it's going to be hard for him to.
Yeah. And if Wemby wins the MVP, I'm putting that in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
for bold predictions.
That would be really good.
I'm just saying.
Who's your defensive player of the year?
Also going Wemby.
Same.
Because
he's going to do it.
I think he'll actually win this award.
Yeah.
Because if he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, that is that's like an all-time year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's happened with maybe Hakeem Olajuwon in the same year.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Maybe Giannis did it too. Maybe not.
Because MJ never did it. He
won Defensive Player of the Year,
not
but
the same year as MVP.
I think he won it earlier in his career before he came into his own.
Gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Wemby is he's the odds-on favorite, and I think he's
gonna
just given how many blocks he gets a year.
Right. And then Rookie of the Year,
Cooper Flag.
I was like,
who else could it be?
Because when I was doing my research, I was like, who the fuck else even was highly drafted? I was like looking at it, nah, okay, it's Cooper Flag.
Yeah, Cooper Flag. That's the most chalk thing I probably had on here.
I think I'm excited to see how his game translates.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know what his stats are so far in this game.
Yeah, we should look into that.
Hopefully he has some kind of points. But he's also a rookie. He's
Yeah.
also, like I said, 18.
Got to keep the expectations reasonable.
Exactly.
So, Koopy Flaggy. He has 0 points, 5 rebounds.
Okay.
Only taking 2 shots in 13 minutes.
All right.
He is leading the Mavs in minutes played so far.
Okay. I think I saw he's currently on the bench, but that makes sense if he's leading the Mavericks in minutes.
Getting his breather.
Yeah.
All right, predictions, they are set.
Yes. Back-to-back Thunder. Sal, you happy? You happy?
Yeah, I really thought the Nuggets were going to go back-to-back.
I did too.
But looking back, it makes sense why they didn't. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this Thunder team looks primed to make a run at it.
Yeah. Also, real quick, last NBA thing I want to mention. Shams Charania reports that the NBA will put the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the middle of the court for the NBA Finals. The last time that's happened is 2009. I believe that was Lakers Magic.
Magic, yeah.
I don't know how long that went for, the trophy in the middle, and it was kind of much. When you look back at it,
it's huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll kind of dial it down a little bit.
That would be smart.
I love this.
Yeah.
This, from a sports standpoint, made my day.
Because did they like completely remove the home team's logo too? It was just the trophy.
No, it was it was like underneath.
Oh, no, okay, that's right.
Yeah, underneath the logo in the middle.
Yeah, that's right.
I just think it's fun. I like how Adam Silver is this kind of commissioner.
Yeah,
when he's
kind of he listens.
He knows what we want and he actually does it.
Yeah, and like the trophy being on, like it sets the stage. Like,
which is funny because I think it was only a short period that they've done this.
Yeah,
like that and to that big, like that scale.
Yeah,
and I think they probably will dial it down a little bit.
I would think so.
The way it was massive.
Yeah,
it was huge.
No, I think it's cool they're bringing it back though.
It's like, yeah, I think that's awesome. It's great.
How bad are the NBA Cup fucking courts going to be this year?
They won't be good.
Yeah. I wonder if they've listened about that too, because I think a lot of people do not like the way those.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Just.
Well, because it wasn't the whole thing about it, like, they had the course like that, so you know it's an NBA Cup game.
Yeah. As
if we couldn't see the NBA Cup trophy, I think, in the middle as well.
Right. And as if anyone gives a shit about the NBA Cup.
I mean, hey, if the Kings,
I know they're trying to make.
If the Kings won the NBA Cup, I'd be pretty jazzed. Just because it's something.
I get it.
Because the Kings have been in purgatory forever. You know what I mean? Like if the Warriors won it, you'd probably be like, whatever.
Cool.
Like we don't.
Sick.
I don't really care. But like the Lakers put up a banner for it, which I think is hilarious.
That's a little corny.
But I mean, they probably think, oh, this is probably going to happen forever. For a long time, so if we win it again, we can kind of just add on to it. It's one of those ones that they have NBA Cup champions, and it says like 2021 really small or whatever they did it.
Yeah.
So they can add on to that. It's not like,
I see.
I don't think it's gonna be separate banner for each one. I think it's going to add the
God,
year.
I would hope not.
They're just going to add the year to it.
NBA Cup runners up, 2027.
And no banners for that. Also, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder, now they've won their championship, and you know how I feel about banners? Should they get rid of their Western Conference champion banner since they finally won a championship and have the banner up there?
I don't think so.
Do we know if they raised the or the Western Conference banner?
I don't know.
Because wouldn't that even be more of a slap in the face to KD if that night?
Yeah, they just got rid of it.
They don't have, since they won a championship, they don't have
it's
conference.
Not there anymore.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I need to know if it's there.
Yeah.
Because if KD looks up and he's like, wait, where's my banner at?
Yeah.
Wait, I had one up here too. Like, sorry, dude. Hey, run to bigger and better things. Because the Warriors don't hang conference championship banners.
Yeah, I don't. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here.
Do I think teams should be recognized for winning a conference? I mean, yeah, and I think it is a big deal making the finals. But I think the ideal situation would be, let's say in 2013 when the Thunder went to the finals and they won. Let's say they won. Perfect situation. You throw it up. You don't need the Eastern Conference one anymore or the Western Conference one,
right?
Because you went there your first try.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. We have the main one up there.
Yeah, I think the banner should be for the highest accomplishment you had that season.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think like they should still, like, if they only have two things to celebrate, you should have both those two things up there.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, do you think if the Mariners won the American League, they would have put a banner up if they didn't win the World Series? They probably would have, right? Because they have not had that before.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Giants have, like, pennants or whatever for all, like, their division championships, if I'm not mistaken.
Which, yeah.
It's not like an arena where you're hanging them from the rafters.
Yeah,
So it's a little different.
Yeah.
They just have little things for them.
I don't know, I guess. I mean, you know how I feel about silver and bronze medals.
Yeah.
You know, to me, that's kind of what it feels like. But it's still an accomplishment.
Yeah. I don't think it's... I'm okay with it.
I think aesthetically pleasing, it looks better when it's just the championship,
right.
if you win the championship.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers. Kobe once said, we don't hang division banners. I don't even think they hang conference banners because they have so many.
Probably not, yeah.
Because when you're Lakers,
You got 20 million championships.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, college football. Week 8 recap. Game of the week was number 9 Georgia, who beat number 5 Ole Miss 43-35. Down go the Rebels.
Yep. Which you called, which we'll get to. You had a big week.
With that money.
Yeah.
Georgia trailed 35-26 after 3 quarters in this game. 17 unanswered points in the fourth. Sealed the deal. Gunnar Stockton, huge game for him. 26 for 31 passing. 289 yards and 4 tutties. Also added 59 yards on the ground and another touchdown as well.
It also seems like KMBR now has college football games back on Saturdays on their airwaves.
Oh, nice.
Thank God, because I was able to listen to a lot of this game.
There you go. I mean, this was obviously, the score indicates that this was an offensive, battle. Mm-hmm. Ole Miss didn't even punt until the fourth quarter. Georgia never punted. They scored on every drive of the game in this one, which is pretty wild. Great SEC matchup that was. Some other notable scores from the weekend. Number 6 Alabama beat number 11 Tennessee 37-20. Number 17 Vanderbilt beat number 10 LSU 31-24. So Vanderbilt's still staying alive.
Oh, yeah. Still
relevant. Number 13 Notre Dame beat number 20 USC 34-24.
Devin's USC trenches.
I mean, USC is the only team I dislike more than Notre Dame, so this is the battle of my two least favorite schools.
Is USC your most hated college team?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
I mean, yeah, they're the Dodgers of college sports. Not in the sense of like they're winning right now or anything.
That makes
like
sense.
But that's how I feel about them. Also, interesting Big 12 matchup. Number 15 BYU beat number 23 Utah 24-21.
Which I had.
And you got the dub.
I needed
there.
it.
Yeah. A couple big upsets too on Friday. Louisville beat number 2 Miami 24-21.
Your boy Carson Beck.
Not a good game.
4 interceptions.
Four pickies. And then also Arizona State beat number 7 Texas Tech 26-22.
Arizona State, the Sun Devils?
Yeah.
Good for them.
No Scattaboo, no problem. ACC update, Miami dropping to number 9 after that loss to Louisville. Georgia Tech up to number 7. So top ranked school in the ACC.
Wow.
Louisville also joining the top 25 at number 19 after their big win over the Hurricanes. Cal, they beat UNC. Did not cover though, unfortunately for you.
I mean,
21-18.
I felt like an idiot for doing that one. But happy for Cal.
Phil Belichick was in the house.
Because hopefully our jinx is over.
Yeah.
they needed that.
I think they're now 5-2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
not bad.
Hey, one game away from being bowl eligible.
There you go. They will be at Virginia Tech on Friday, so another Friday game for the Bears. Stanford also beat Florida State 20-13 this weekend.
Hey.
The ending of I don't know if you saw the ending of this game. It was kind of wild.
The game was late, and I turned it off.
It was late enough that I was able to get home and watch the
good for you.
The end. But I'll spell it out. So Florida State has the ball down 7 with about a minute to go. They're on their own 20. It gets to, I think, 9 or 10 seconds left, and they're on their own 35. And it's like 3rd and 22, and they basically throw a Hail Mary. That comes up about 10 yards short of the goal line. But receiver comes down with it for Florida State. And there's 2 seconds left, and in college football, the clock stops on first down to set the chains. The clock operator fucks up and lets the clock run out. And so they have to, like, stop the game. So this is, like, perfect scenario
for Florida State. Wow.
And so
that's like something that would happen at home.
You're right.
Right?
Exactly.
Like,
oh, my bad.
My bad. Exactly.
And so Florida State basically gets, like, a free play. 2 seconds left. They throw a ball to the end zone. PI on Stanford. So ball gets placed on the 2.
No. What?
So they run this little, like, pitch play, and the guy gets stopped at the goal line. They say no touchdown. They review it. They could not find an angle that said he scored, but if you ask me, I think he did.
Wow.
But the call was upheld.
And that was the last play of the game.
That was the last play of the game. No touchdown. Stanford got the W.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. And for a meaningless football game on a Saturday in Palo Alto.
Yeah, right.
Some fireworks there at the end.
Wow. Yeah, I wish I could have stayed up for it. I was just getting too tired.
Stanford, however, is going to Miami this weekend. That's going to, Miami's going to be looking to get right. It's going to be ugly.
Bloodbath.
Whatever the spread is, take Miami.
So you picking Miami? $500?
Yeah. I probably should have. I don't know why I skipped over that.
Hey, you still can.
Yeah.
Unless you have 5 large right now.
No. Not a great slate of ACC games this week, but our matchup of the week is going to be SMU minus 3.5 at Wake Forest. Both teams with 2 losses coming into this one.
Okay.
Looking to, I think SMU, if they get a nice road win, could be sniffing the top 25.
Yeah.
Week 9 preview in college football. We got number 8 Ole Miss at number 13 Oklahoma, who's a 4.5 point favorite. This is a battle of
some friends.
best men.
Yeah.
Best man and groom.
Best man and groom. I hope they get together for this game, but I bet you James doesn't even know this game's happening.
Yeah. He's probably so butthurt about them losing the game that he didn't watch.
He probably doesn't know this game is going on, and he probably doesn't know the Dodgers in the World Series.
Yeah, I would agree. All of our top games are SEC games. We got number 15 Missouri at number 10 Vanderbilt, who's a 2.5 point home favorite.
Okay,
good test for Vandy again. And then number 3 Texas A&M minus 2.5 at number 20 LSU.
Ooh,
okay. Kind of a first test for Texas A&M since that game early in the year against Notre Dame that they squeaked out. So it'd be interesting to see how they do there.
On to the NFL, a little Week 7 recap. My Cowboys beat the Commanders 44-22. Dak Prescott, 264 yards in the air, 3 touchdowns. He's playing real nice right now.
Keeps cooking.
Jaden Daniels left the game in the 3rd quarter, so your boy Marcus Mariota had to pick up the slack. Didn't really work out for him, unfortunately, for the Commanders.
Found your boy Deron Bland for a nice pick 6.
Hey, I know, right? I was like, man, I've seen this before.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I know that.
So the defense for the Cowboys, I thought, looked good.
Yeah, I mean they held Daniels in check when he was in the game, and then obviously kind of shut it down after Mariota came in.
Yeah, I was surprised. Obviously I picked the Commanders to beat the Cowboys in my picks last week. Didn't work out for me.
They've been dealing with some injuries, so even aside from this one that happened in the game. Debo missed the game kind of unexpectedly, and then McLaurin's been out for a while.
And those Cowboys, they're kind of those bastards.
They're making you feel like you got a little. They're like the San Francisco Giants,
right? They kind of make me feel like they're giving me a little bit of hope. I'm not falling for it just yet. Because they do play the Broncos, I believe, in Denver this Sunday, which I think will be a pretty tough game for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a good game, but I would suspect the Cowboys to lose that game if I had to take a guess.
They seem to not be able to give you the same game performance
2 weeks in a row.
Week out.
No, I completely agree.
Which is why they are 3-3-1.
Yeah. Sunday Night Football, your Niners beat the Falcons 20-10. Christian McCaffrey, 201 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns. Bijan Robinson, just 92 yards from scrimmage, which is not his usual. He had 1 touchdown.
I had nightmares about the potential of him going crazy against the Niners defense in this game, but the Niners defense, with all these injuries, this came out of nowhere. This performance was incredible to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like what I said to you and Sal. It just seems like, and I wasn't really trying to make a joke, that the Niners always seem to come up big in these primetime games. And like in most games, besides the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. It doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like every game they have a chance in, except like the biggest games they have to win.
Yeah.
And obviously you're playing better opponents. But, I mean, I didn't think the Niners were going to win this game.
I did not feel great about them going in. I mean, the only thing I felt great about is knowing that, or feeling that Atlanta is definitely a better team at home than they are on the road.
Yeah.
And honestly, watching, like, I get why they play like this because they have some great skill players. But there was a lot of just, like, they threw a ton of screens out wide. I don't know if that was because of something they saw on film against the Niners defense. But it's just a lot of, like, kind of get the ball out of Michael Penix's hands quick. And a lot of the time, it didn't really pay out for him.
And I know Michael Penix is still young. I think the jury's still out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, too. He seems to, what I noticed during the game is that he seems to, like, see his first read. If it's not there, he kind of panics a little bit. And you know, he only got sacked twice, but the Niners got a lot of pressure in his face with relative ease.
Kind of makes me think what they could be, the Falcons, if Kirk Cousins was under center. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not like Penix is super mobile. Maybe
No,
definitely more mobile than Kirk Cousins, but it's not like that's like a huge part of his game.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Penix, he has a quick release when he does find the guy he's looking for, but yeah, I think it would probably look a little bit the same. Like Kirk Cousins is old.
Yeah,
we've got to be honest about that.
But yeah, big win for your Niners.
Yeah, I think finally seeing CMC get the running game going. First time over 5 yards a carry this year.
Yeah.
Which that like, if they can build off that, they have a chance to be a decent team.
Yeah, I think so too. Monday Night Football, Lions beat the Buccaneers 24-9. Detroit outrushed Tampa Bay 164-41. Bucks, I mean, I think this kind of makes it pretty clear that the Lions are probably the best team in the NFC.
I'm not going to go so far to say that, but like this is definitely a nice win for Detroit.
Kind of makes the Bucks look more mortal than they have recently.
Like Mike Evans went out early in this game, which sucks for them. Looks like he's going to be out for quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think Philly could regain that top dog in the NFC. To me, it's still very wide open. I don't think the Bucs are a good team, but I think they're going to have a tougher road going forward. And they've kind of scraped by against a lot of teams with close wins, late wins.
I agree.
Yeah.
Some Week 7 takeaways. The Raiders had 95 total yards and 3 first downs in their 31-0 loss against the Chiefs. That is...
I don't think I've seen a stat line like that before.
I feel like it's hard to see teams get shut out in today's NFL.
It is tough, yeah.
Really tough.
Because a lot of teams, it's very common for defenses to just kind of lay back and keep everything in front of them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You'd think you'd at least get a couple field goals. But
for the Raiders, losing to your, I would say, biggest division rival, just sucks.
I mean, 3 first downs is insane.
That's bad.
And one of them was off a penalty. I don't think I've ever, like, the 95 total yards is bad, but 3 first downs is crazy. I mean, I
didn't even know. I didn't know that. That is bad.
Like,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even got on the plane,
right?
To come to this game.
Because, like, if you think about it, when you watch your team play football, like, of course you want to see them score points, but like, you kind of root for them along the way to get those first downs to get to the scoring range. Yeah. So the Raiders didn't even have any. Like, Raiders fans had nothing to root for in this whole game.
I think Geno Smith finally wrote back. It's done. The Raiders are they cursed? Are they cursed?
Do you think this should be an indictment of Pete Carroll?
It's either that or Geno Smith. I mean,
Geno for sure.
Yeah.
But do you think this is on Pete Carroll also?
I mean, he is the head coach.
Yeah.
I would think he's the one who makes the decisions.
It's interesting because
right?
I feel like he's the most professional person they've had in their building in a long time.
Yeah.
Even more so than John Gruden.
Or it could have just been a bad day at the office.
I mean, it's been a bad season at the office so far. I mean, I can't believe they beat the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, especially against the Chiefs, who we know didn't start out well, but we know what they could do.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassing loss. This is one of those losses that you throw away the tape. I think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you watch it, but
How do you rebound from it, though?
I don't know.
You run these motherfuckers to death this week in practice? I know it's NFL football. So
luckily for the Raiders and their fans, the only way to go up is from here.
Yeah.
You can only go up from here.
Yeah, but
I would think.
they are in hell right now.
I mean, I guess in theory they could score 0 again next week.
Yeah, they just keep getting shut out.
No, that won't happen though.
No.
The Colts, they improved to 6-1 after beating the Chargers 38-24. Still not buying it, just because of Daniel Jones. To be quite honest.
Yeah, but I'm starting to buy it a little more, if anything. But yeah, I like. It's only 7 games in, so we still got to see a little more. But they are becoming a very interesting team.
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Taylor's balling.
Yeah,
he'll probably be the offensive player of the year if I had to take a guess as of right now.
He's on that kind of trajectory
because they don't give MVPs to running backs anymore. Yeah. Some surprise teams: Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks are all 5-2, and the Bears are also 4-2.
Yeah, Bears. I don't know how I feel about any of these teams necessarily, but I think the Patriots are actually maybe the best one of these 4 teams.
I feel pretty good about them being in the playoffs in my bracket.
Yeah, I did not have the confidence to put them in, but I thought they would be interesting. They're exceeding expectations in my mind so far.
Player of the week. Who do you got?
CMC, baby. It's about time. He finally got off and pause. Big day. 201 yards from scrimmage. First 2 touchdown game of the year.
Nice.
They needed it from him too, because after the previous week where they just kind of shat the bed offensively, that was nice for them.
I'm gonna go with Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
27 for 50, 279 in the air, 2 touchdowns, 48 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on the ground.
That game was insane. I forgot to kind of put that in our notes, but
led the Broncos to score 33 points in the fourth quarter. And when Deb told me that, I had to say, "Wait, what'd you say?" I had to look it up myself and be like, "They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter, and they beat the New York Giants 33-32."
And they also scored 25 of those 33 in the last 5.5 minutes.
It's insane.
Yeah,
and you gotta feel bad for the Giants a little bit, right? They blew it.
Yeah, they let it get away. I mean.
33 points in any quarter is a lot.
That pick that Dart threw too with like 5 minutes left.
It's like linebacker.
Bad. Yeah.
That's a rookie quarterback.
And like in hindsight, the Broncos were using their timeouts to stop the clock at that point. There was still a good amount of time left. They were using their timeouts, so like they should have just run the ball and forced them to use their last timeout in that situation, and then it turns into a fucking pick.
but. Any kind of silver lining, in my opinion, for the Giants, they got something going.
Yeah.
They got something brewing a little bit.
They're playing competitive football.
Yeah, competitive football. They have their fans probably, I would guess, feel good. Something to cheer about. Yeah, terrible loss. But from here on out, man, we got something going.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
We got a quarterback, we think.
Yeah.
The running back's got to be, I don't think he's going to be a bell cow back, but I think he's good for the vibes.
Yeah, I think he's part of like the resurgence. But is he going to be a long-term piece? Maybe not.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Actually, hopefully, I'm not wrong because I don't want the Giants to be good. Well. But for the Giants, you got something going, and that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little Week 8 preview. Your Niners are in Houston playing the Texans. The Texans are 1.5-point favorites.
I think it actually bumped to 2.5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to feel about the Texans.
I'd not watched the game, but after seeing how they played against Seattle, they are bad.
Their offensive line is so bad. Mm-hmm. It was so bad last year, and they decided to get rid of their best offensive lineman in Laramie Tunsil and replace most of the offensive line, and it's even worse this year. Yeah. I think they have an incredibly talented defense, so whoever's playing quarterback for the Niners this week, presumably it's going to be Mac again, he's going to have his work cut out for him. Mm-hmm. See if they can keep that running game going. I think that if they can get that momentum going again on the ground, that's going to be their best chance to win this game. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess maybe they're going to be more comfortable at home, so that's why they're getting that favoritism there. But yeah.
It wasn't too long ago that I said C.J. Stroud was the best quarterback in Texas. And I think,
today he's not.
Today he is not.
Yeah.
Right now he's not.
It's Arch Manning. No, I'm kidding.
But he's just like a sophomore slump. This is like a junior slump.
Yeah, and I don't think it's really all his fault, but it hasn't looked good for him in the last couple of years.
It happens.
Yeah.
My Cowboys are, like I said, at the Broncos. The Broncos are 3.5-point favorites. This is not in my picks, but if I was a betting man, I'd probably go with the Broncos to win and cover.
I looked at it, and the way the Broncos have kind of won games this year, it's been a little chaotic, and they don't always make it look easy. So it was a stay away from me.
And it just seems like a classic game that the Cowboys can fumble and lose.
Yeah,
I think. Sunday Night Football, the Packers and your boy Micah Messiah Parsons, 3.5-point favorites against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I think it's
it's definitely, obviously, Rodgers playing the Packers.
Yeah, a little revenge game-ish a little bit.
That should be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good Sunday night action.
Interesting, the Packers are road favorites, although they are a good team.
Yeah, I think 3.5 feels a little big, but I could see 2.5.
I wouldn't touch this one.
Also, can I make a little note about the lines on ESPN Bet? Or Bet ESPN, whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay.
They only do lines with half points. They do not do any single.
Okay.
So it's never going to be 3. It's always going to be 2.5 or 3.5.
When you just recently learned this?
I was going through all of our picks this year. There hasn't been a single one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was looking at all the lines this week for college and NFL. No lines that have square numbers.
Yeah.
So
you look at the lines on ESPN Bet, because I do it just on the app, but is it all through?
No, well, it's from ESPN Bet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've always done it through ESPN anyway, so
right.
That is interesting. I guess I've never noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think it was like that in previous years, though.
You might be right, because I feel like I remember betting, getting like a -2.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And we've definitely had draws in the past years.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
Not going to happen this season.
Nope.
Football picks.
Emerson, you had a all-timer. Jeez,
with all that money.
you called your shot. That impressive. Very impressive. Just in me saying that's not going to happen again all season.
No, definitely not going to.
No. But congrats.
But yeah, 4 for 4, all $500 bets. Georgia covered 7.5 by exactly half a point. Thank you. Bama covered 7.5. Rams covered 2.5. Seahawks covered 3.5.
Awesome. It really is.
Take it to the bank.
Between that and your fantasy team, man, you can't lose right now.
Yeah, you went 2 and 3 this week, minus 300. You got BYU plus 3.5. You got the Eagles minus 1.5. Lost on Cal, Pittsburgh, Washington.
Not great.
Not great. But overall, you are 10 and 13, minus 700. I completely flipped my
yeah, I'm sure you did.
Now 12 and 11, plus 1,000.
Look at that. Look at that.
Who you got this week?
So, got 3 games. 2 of them are college, and 2 of them are actually ones that you chose for us to talk about. Oh. I have number 8 Ole Miss. I'm going to go plus 4.5.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't mean I think they're going to win necessarily, but I think it could be a really close game. They're at number 13 Oklahoma, $100. I'm trying to get my confidence in these college games by doing a couple.
Fair enough.
I'm going number 3 Texas A&M minus 2.5 at 20 LSU. I'm actually going to put 200 on that one. Texas A&M, they're rolling right now.
Yeah,
they're playing good. They're playing good ball. And then I'm going $500. My one NFL pick.
I like it.
I'm going your Niners plus 1.5 in Houston against the Texans.
Okay.
I talked glowingly about Kyle Shanahan.
Do you want the 2.5 since it's 2.5 now? Well, actually, let me double check that it's 2.5.
I'd want the 2.5.
You would want the 2.5, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're dogs.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, it's 1.5.
Okay.
No, sorry.
I think the Niners will win that one. I think they'll win that game outright, but
I don't dislike their chances, but I think it's just that one's gonna be an interesting one to see play out.
So I got $800 going.
Nice.
Hopefully you can go a little 3-0.
So after being so wild last week, I'm going very conservative this week. I'm actually going against you in my one college pick with LSU plus 2.5.
Okay.
At home against Texas A&M.
Like
Texas A&M, obviously they're undefeated. They were up to number 3 now, but they don't have. To me, here's one thing. I don't see them being an undefeated team, so I think they're going to lose a game at some point. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is a prime opportunity for LSU to jump on them, being a home team. And Texas A&M has they kind of played a tight game against an Arkansas team last week that's not that great. So I think they could have their hands full against LSU. Although LSU hasn't been that impressive, they're going to be looking to bounce back after losing to Vanderbilt. So I think that should be a fun one. I'm glad we're both going for it.
Yeah.
That one I'm putting $200 on. We've got 2 NFL games. I hate both these picks, but I'm putting $100 on each.
Is one of them the Chargers?
No.
Okay. I thought about that one.
Okay.
I didn't like how it was a Thursday night, short week.
Yeah. Those are.
But I
liked
the line.
Yeah, and I forget who they're playing tomorrow.
Me too. But I liked it.
I'm going to take the Eagles minus 7.5 against the Giants. I think they're going to try and stick it to them after getting kind of blown out by them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think they're going to turn that around, put $100 down on that, and then I'm taking the Steelers plus 3.5 at home against the Packers. The Packers have won games, but they haven't really shown me.
I did not want to touch that game at all.
I took it, and I hate it, but I took it because I think Pittsburgh can keep it close, and that 3.5 gives me an opportunity to still win this bet without winning the game outright.
Okay. Ballsy, I like it.
Yeah. But only $400 on the table this week. I'm going to hold on to my stash that I built up.
Last little NFL news I want to mention real quick. Former NFL running back Doug Martin, the muscle hamster, did pass away at age 36. I don't really know how it happened.
Sounds like there was some confrontation with law enforcement, sort of. So but yeah, I didn't read into it much.
Very sad.
Yeah.
He was
a part of our football life.
He was, absolutely.
As consumers.
Yeah. Just kind of sad to hear. Really young. 36 is too young.
Yeah. And I believe he's from Oakland, right?
Ooh, maybe it's a good call.
Because I think this happened in Oakland. I think that's where he's from. But I could be wrong. You want some of this beer?
Sure. Let's see. Where's Doug Martin from?
The Doug or not?
Yeah, he's born in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in Oakland too. It's sad. That is. And the muscle hamster. It was always. I don't think he liked it, but it's a great nickname.
It's one of the best random odd nicknames of all time.
Absolutely. So rest in peace. With that being said, it is time for
that was easy.
Last call.
These glasses are cold as fuck.
First thing, I'll go with something off the bat.
Rip it.
We have a ISR fantasy matchup this week.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm playing.
So I want to ask you, should we do a Malort shot bet?
Yeah, I'm down.
There we go.
Deal. Cool. Easy.
Easy. So obviously the loser...
Twist my arm.
Right. So the loser will drink Malort. Chances are we'll both drink Malort together.
Yeah,
so. Right. But yeah, for nobody who cares.
Should we put a double shot on it? Double shot for the loser, single shot for the winner?
Yes.
Okay.
Love it. It's a great idea.
We're on fire right
So
now.
We're both 3-3.
I have no business being 3-3.
I had a huge... Because to me, the difference between being 3-3 and 2-4 is massive.
Yeah,
Seriously.
It is.
Because
yeah.
I could go 3-4 and lose to you and feel like, you know what, I go in next week and kind of play the 500 game.
Sure, yeah.
If I'm 2-4, I'm like, I got to win I have to win my next two.
Yeah, the pressure is big time on.
Big time.
Yeah.
So I had a nice win this week. You've won by the skin of your teeth the last 2 weeks.
Saw Brett today. He said, by the way, fuck you for last week.
That Sam
Darnold pick was
saved you. Well, also the Jason Myers blocked 50-yard field goal.
That was bigger.
That pretty much, in hindsight, sealed it for you.
Well, I ended up winning by 3, but I needed both those things to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Brett told me he said he wasn't watching the game, but he said he checked. It was some point in the second half. He said he had a 95% chance to win at that point. He's like, I'm just going to put this phone away.
It also means nothing at this point.
It really does. I mean, this is 2 weeks in a row where I've had, going into Monday Night Football, less than 15% chance to win my matchup and won. The gods are with me.
Seriously. Those matchups, I would have lost.
Yeah.
I can promise you that.
Gotta love it.
What do you got? I have one more thing, but I'll let you go.
Yeah. We had some Champions League back this week. PSG beat Leverkusen 7-2.
Man, give him a touchdown.
Yeah. They're now 3-0-0, and they're tied with Bayern at the top of the table at this point.
We don't like Bayern.
Yeah, with a plus 10 goal differential.
Never liked Bayern.
No. Also, Spurs played today. They had a 0-0 draw with Monaco.
Thank you.
They sit kind of right in the middle of the table, but still in good position to advance to the knockout stage.
Yeah.
Still 5 games left in the Champions League group stage, though, so a lot of time left. Also, NASCAR is down to their final 2 races. Second and last one's this weekend, Martinsville. This will be an elimination race in the playoffs. Last race before the championship.
Should we all bow down to Dev? Is it over?
It might as well be. Yeah, I think the only way she doesn't win is if I think I actually have maybe the only chance to do it. I need Bell to win and then to win the championship as well, and also need some help from Briscoe. And
she's in the driver's seat, no pun intended.
Yeah, she really is. She's got Briscoe already locked into the championship with Denny Hamlin, and then William Byron's on the outside looking in. But if he wins at Martinsville, he'll be in the playoff or the championship round rather.
I have found some really nice NASCAR stuff at work the past 2 days.
I noticed that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The 2 pennants. I found 2 pennants that are kind of beat.
Yeah.
Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, who was my guy back in the day.
Yeah.
And then this other guy, what was it? It was
Jeff Burton.
I never heard of Jeff Burton.
Yeah, Jeff Burton announces for NBC. Yeah.
And it's funny because the first 2 were pennants, and there was 2 Jeff Burton license. It looks like license plates.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll get those, but it's just I kind of like whenever I see NASCAR apparel at work, because it comes in few and far between. It's just like I feel like it's so niche and so kind of cool. You know what I mean?
No, I like it.
It's funny. Sacramento Kings up 71-54 at halftime.
Oh, good start.
Yeah, 35.5.
Can I change my prediction now? They're going over.
Yeah, right.
Give me 36.
Right. Last thing I wanted to ask you, will the San Jose Sharks win a game? Because you didn't answer this. Will they win a game before Halloween? Because I think they have 6 more games left.
Yeah, come on. They actually played a pretty decent game against the Islanders yesterday. Didn't come out on top, unfortunately.
Garrett said no, because we have our pop quiz asshole.
Right, so yes, they do have 5 games. They have 3 on the road, 3 more on the road, and then 2 back at home.
Do you think they win one?
They
or
will
win multiple?
beat the Minnesota Wild on Sunday. That's going to be their one win. They played the Devils twice.
What time do they play on Sunday?
3 o'clock. Kind of random.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
I think I might be available this Sunday.
Oh.
So, hey, just saying.
Call me.
Hey, I know where you'll be. I just want the Sharks to be good. I mean,
we gotta still use patience.
It's the growing pains, right? And I find myself almost enjoying being the person that is rooting for the worst team in the National Hockey League.
Because if you stick with it and they turn things around, it's gonna feel great.
Yeah. Well, even like this year, like, oh, you're a Sharks fan? Like, yeah, I'm a Sharks fan.
Yeah, because it shows that you're legit.
They suck.
You're not just on a wagon.
Because the Sharks still are the only team in the league without a win. Which that
still cracks me up. That was a headline on SportsCenter last night.
Well, the funniest part is
the Advil.
Well, when you first sent it, I thought I didn't really notice the bottom part that said Sharks looking for their first win. I thought you just took the picture of the Advil. I like to take the picture of the Advil because it's such a headache to watch them.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was both Sharks looking for first win and then the picture above it was an ad for Advil.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, that was good.
So here's to the Sharks winning their first game before Halloween.
Yes. Coming to you this Sunday.
And with that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you next week.
Peace.